She's too social to be autistic. She makes eye contact and has lots of friends. You can't be on the spectrum. If you have a neurodivergent child who loves people, you have probably heard of this. You know how dangerous these sentences are, because being social doesn't mean you cannot be autistic. And believing in that myth delays the support for our kids. Today, we're going to talk about why autistic kids can be social, and social is just a behavior. People confuse desire for connection with the ability to process social data. There's a stereotype that autistic kids live in their own world. They don't want to interact with people. That is just not true for everyone. Many autistic kids, especially the ones that overlap with ADHD, are drawn to people. They want connection. They seek it out. Research shows most autistic people shows the same desire for connection and friendship as anyone else. It's just the way that they show it can be different. And the difference is not the wanting, it's how it shows and how much the social world causing their nerve system. Social is a behavior. It's what you see on the outside. It's the smiling, the waving, talking about Minecraft for 20 minutes. And autism is a nerve system and how you process the input. A social autistic child might love being around other kids, but their nerve system is firing 100 kilometers per hour, calculating the hidden rules that everyone else seems to just know. For a neurotypical kid, entering a playground is like walking into a room where they speak the native language. It flows. For a social autistic kid, they still love the playground, but they're working off a translation dictionary. Am I standing too close? Is it my turn to talk yet? Why did they laugh? Was it a joke or they were just being mean? They can love people but still miss mechanism all day. They miss social cues, they interrupt because of the excitement, or dominate the conversation because they don't know how to exit it. Just because they are in the social loop and present doesn't mean they are not struggling. And here's the part that actually hurt: the masking. They're doing great. They're so polite and they're social in the class. They're often praising the child's masking. Masking is not success. Masking is a high effort performance art. And if your kid is holding it together all day, suppressing their stims, forcing eye contact, mimicking what the other kids are doing or saying to fit in, that's exhausting. It burns their batteries so fast that by the time they get home, they crash. The after-school crash, or the expert call them after-school restraint collapse. The teacher says, he's angel, like he's so great, there's no problem. And then you get in the car or you get home and then the explosion happens. Screaming, crying, aggression, or just total shutdown. In some situations, you might even get a speech. He behaves for me. It must be how you parent at home. Is there a parenting problem? Ignore that. The crash is not a separate behavior problem. The crash is part of the autism story. It's the receipt for the social interactions the child purchased all day. They failed it together because they didn't feel safe enough to let it go outside of home. And when they finally come home to you, their safe harbor, the mask falls off. So if your child is social at school and crashing at home, that's not a proof that they're not autistic or that you're bad at parenting. It's just part of the autistic masking. If you are fighting for a diagnosis or IEP or just some understanding from your family and you get the two social comments, write down the patterns. Stereotype blocks the support. Patterns unlock the support, because good doctors, they don't just look at the one-off data points, they look at the pattern. For example, your child loves social but always exhausted after, or your child likes making friends, but the friendship always burn hot and fast, or your child talks to everyone but can't tell when someone's checked out, or your child is great in the class, but it's a different child at home. Bring them to the assessment, to the school meeting. These patterns can help the professionals see the gap between what it looks and what it takes. And if you're watching this and thinking, that's my kid, you're not imagining it, you're not being dramatic, you are seeing the whole picture. Trust your gut, you know your child the best. Does your child have a social mode that confuses people as well? Let me know in the comments, I'd love to hear that. As always, thank you so much for watching the video. I hope this brings a little bit of clarity for you. Keep advocating. I'll catch you in the next one.